1, 2, 3, go. All right. So this is approximately the level of the Tennessee River pretty much all summer. We've been under drought conditions. And but the river never really went down that much. Not like last year, we were in a drought, and you could walk the banks of the river for miles. And it was crazy. But this year, even though we're in a drought, we didn't have a whole lot of rain this summer. Excuse me. And never really dropped. But about 3 weeks or so, maybe 4 weeks, we'd come down here, the river was just about like this. And then a week later, we came back, and it was way down. You could actually walk out to that log there. That's how far it dropped. I mean, in a week. Like I said, it's like 3, maybe 4 weeks before Hurricane Helene came up and devastated the southeast. Now, the Tennessee River, if you look it up, its headwaters are in Knoxville, Tennessee. There's 2 rivers, the Holston and the French Broad, come together and form the Tennessee River. Then it flows down and around. It goes down south to the west, up north, and it comes out in the Ohio River near Paducah, Kentucky. Okay. Now, the Holston and the French Broad, they drain western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee. That's where they get their water from, which just so happens to be the areas that Hurricane Helene devastated the most. I mean, it devastated Georgia, Florida, naturally. But, you know, usually a hurricane comes on land and it fizzles out, goes down to a tropical storm, tropical depression, or whatever. You know, and they've had them up in the Appalachian Mountains. You know, but they've never had an actual freaking hurricane come up and dump 30 inches of rain on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird. Right before that hurricane, this river level dropped. Now, they got dams all up and down this river, the TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority. You know, they started putting dams in back, you know, in the FDR days. Yeah, that's when the TVA was formed. And so they control the levels of this river. Yeah, they control the levels of pretty much all the major rivers. But it's just weird how it was pretty consistent, you know, right around where it is right now. And right before that storm hit, boom, it dropped way down. I mean, you could walk out to that log and there wouldn't be any standing water there. But after the storm, you know, not too many days after the storm, that water came all the way, after they drained it, all the way out to that log, just a little past that log, really. It came all the way up to here. You know, I'm sitting on a log here, you know, on the riverbank. But we came down here one day after the storm, I couldn't even sit here, or else I'd have to put my feet in the water. You see what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's like somebody knew what was going to happen up in the headwaters of this river. And they made a phone call. Hey, y'all need to drop the level of that river because we're fixing to tear some shit up here. And that's exactly what they did too, man. And if you think, you know, I know you're fearless leader, creepy Uncle Joe Biden, the leader of the free world. I know he says that, yeah, that's crazy to think that they're manipulating the weather and modifying the weather. That's just crazy talk. You know, you can believe that, but there's a lot of evidence. If you look into it, there's so much evidence that they can and do modify the weather. I'm just saying, it's just a little observation of mine. You know, and please just send all your thoughts and prayers and whatever you can to the people up in Appalachia right now, up in eastern Tennessee, and western North Carolina. They really need help, man. It's if you know, it's just crazy. It's just a little observation of mine. Y'all have a good day. Bye.